The centerpiece of this pop-up shop and the centerpiece of the Yang campaign, the Freedom Dividend. That's $1,000 a month for every American.
You say yeah! 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 When I say you got the beating. Yeah, yeah! Yeah, yeah! Yeah, yeah! Oh, this is the Star Wars. Oh my God, let's go.
I'm out here supporting Andrew Yang. I took out 2 days from work, called in sick. To be out here campaigning, spreading the word, because our future depends on it, the fate of humanity depends on it, and we're just trying to do the best for everybody.
That's right, that's right.
We want to change the world, and we can.
Yeah, we're out here. It's Donald Glover cross Andrew Yang merch. The line is going down, I think like down the block to the corner, and then you make a left and there's still more people down there. This event's crazy. I think they got the Supreme line going right next to it too. I'm loving this because people think that Yang is not going to be popular, that Yang is not going to be the next president, but I assure you everybody that has a math hat on is going to be voting.
Well, this is my first time I'm going to be voting for a president, and I just really love everything that Andrew Yang supports. I love his saying, it's not going left, not right, going forward, and how he believes in humanity first. I'm actually kind of skeptical on the free dividend thing.
Oh yeah, speak on that though.
I mean, I love the idea that it's because a lot of people they would strive on $1,000. Personally, me and my family, especially being a first generation Latino, $1,000 would help a lot. But in the sense of how realistic that would be, not sure. And I know there's gonna be a lot of people who are gonna misuse that $1,000. And it's just also seeing how a lot of innovators like Elon Musk, Adam 22, Childish Gambino, how they've all supported Andrew Yang. Kind of says something just about the culture and society.
Excited to be here, obviously. I've been here since 11. Glad to support to the campaign. Obviously, what Yang represents. That guy's over there.
This is Yang Street, baby. Let's go! Woo!
The great thing about this too is that a lot of people in the mainstream media, there's the hashtag, blackout, Yang media blackout, is that a lot of people think that this online support is just limited to online. Whereas you see events like this, this line's wrapping around the corner, you just saw that guy streaming out. It's a real movement, automating away jobs is a real thing. The fact that this is resonating within a lot of former Trump voters as well, who am I to not be on board with that? And plus, the $1,000 a month that he's pitching everybody, it's more than just $1,000. And I think that he's a revolutionary candidate, and I'm so glad to be a part of that.
Stoners for Yang. We're from Vegas, came out here for the debates. Really didn't think anything was planned, so really excited about all these surprises. In line, hopefully there's merch left. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, I just saw some kids flip a hat for $100 or something.
What?
We're gonna be rich. Abundance. No, I'm just kidding.
We're gonna be rich or we're gonna be broke.
Yeah.
New Hampshire, then Nevada, South Carolina, and Super Tuesday. California moved their votes up to March 3rd, and we can mail in our votes on February 3rd.
Yo, what up? I'm William Lexham. So I started doing the street art here in LA in the beginning of September, because of the media blackout, that Andrew Yang faces. So, we had a rally on September 30th where actually I met Adam there. And leading up to it, I was just spraying everywhere. We were repasting Andrew Yang stuff everywhere. So many artists started coming out just from that one stencil. And then now there's an arts movement. If you guys want to come by to the Yang Armory, where there's an art build that comes, that pushes art and materials from the armory throughout Southern California and to other parts of the country. It's really unique. And this is a grassroots movement, it's gonna come from the people. We don't need the mainstream media. We need people who are watching podcasts, and this is how people share information now. I got a lot of art projects coming up. I just did the first Yang mural with David Arquette. It's on 3rd Street and Ardmore in K-Town. So you go check that out. It's on the side of a self-car wash. And all the things that I'm doing right now is just trying to build the culture, man, because when I saw Andrew Yang come out on stage to introduce Rich Brian, right? And in New York, those are all young people, man. You know, what's Rich Brian's audience? From like what, 15 to like 24, 25 or whatever? Young people. That's the biggest voting bloc in our country right now. You know, the young people. So if we want the world that we want, if we want $1,000 a month, or if you just look at any of Andrew Yang's 160 plus policies, they're all about giving power back to the people. You know, it's up to us, man, and it's up to us fucking hard. You know, like this is our opportunity to really take it back for ourselves. You know.
Hi, my name is Eva. I'm from San Francisco, but originally from Southern California. I'm 26. Now my first time voting. First time voting was when Trump got elected, and I was like, what the fuck? First found out about UBI when Finland was doing their experiment a couple years ago, and then when I saw a presidential candidate is using it as a platform, I thought that was crazy, but also like awesome. And then when you start reading more into Andrew Yang and his like data-driven policies and things like that, it just makes sense. So yeah, Yang Gang.
I know that I'm just from Delaware, all the way across the East Coast, and I'm here in LA just by linking up with other Yang Gang and just talking to them and just really believing in what Andrew Yang believes in. So the fact that Childish Gambino and like Elon Musk, like these types of people that are like geniuses in their own field, like Andrew, really speaks a lot.
Yang Gang.
Get it? Hey.
Hi, my name is Onas Jones. I came from San Diego. I actually came here just to support Yang and hopefully see Childish Gambino. But I'm probably just going to get a poster to keep because I just really wanted the Andrew Yang poster, and it'd be really cool to get it from an event like this. So I was actually going to Bernie Sanders rallies before I could even vote. So it was really exciting to go and actually go to an event of somebody I actually really want to vote for, since now I'm 20 and I have a chance, and I'm definitely going to go vote for Andrew Yang in 2020. It's my first year voting, first time voter. I'm really excited.
The reason I got into Yang Gang was super early on, seeing him in a campaign talking about UBI. Then I Googled and I went down the rabbit hole of YouTube, watching all the podcasts with Andrew Yang, and then really got into some of his other policies that don't get as much attention, such as the democracy dollars, which is a fantastic mechanism of taking back our government.
How do you feel about the Trump impeachment?
Yep. So here's the deal with the media blackout. It totally makes sense why they're doing it. It's because Andrew Yang is one of the few politicians that are actually going to hurt their bottom line. Because the media, whether you're Democratic or Republican, it really comes down to being rich or poor. The people who own the media are rich, and they benefit out of Trump's tax cuts and things like that. Whereas Andrew Yang putting a VAT on media buys and things like that are directly going to come out of their businesses. It's not something they can evade through tax evasion and their accountants that they have that know all the loopholes and all the lawyers and all the ability to purchase government. Therefore, blacking him out is completely within their modus operandum. I totally understand why they're doing it, but it leaves an interesting grassroots campaign where people like us in the Yang Gang get to create our own media, like you guys are doing, support each other, and through the power of social media, absolutely explode a unknown candidate to who he is today, where he's one of the top candidates running.
We're out here for Andrew Yang, and I'm just supporting him because a lot of people, a lot of people just know because the freedom dividend, but he's actually got a lot of policies. I think he's like really the only like common sense guy on that debate stage tonight. So ready to get some merch and hyped.
Well, my name's Simba. I live in Southern California. I've been a Yang supporter since about March of 2019. I thought he was kind of ridiculous when I first heard about the freedom dividend, and then I just took the time to kind of research it a little bit more, saw him on Joe Rogan, and just like that I was flipped around, and I was an independent, and now I'm registered as a Democrat just to vote specifically for Andrew Yang, so not left, not right, but forward.
Cool, what's going on, guys? My name is YJ Golds. I am a Yang supporter. I found him on Joe Rogan months and months ago. I actually started a whole YouTube channel about Andrew Yang, so I do a little daily vlog about him, and do some other things. But yeah, basically this man, humanity first, is what really drew me to him. That and like the freedom dividend, of course, helping out everybody. But I feel like we have to get this man in his office. There's no better choice. I was completely politically disengaged. I never like voted once until this man kind of opened my eyes and I was like, we need him in office right now.
All right, so yeah, so I came out here because I, heard about the Childish Gambino, Andrew Yang crossover that was kind of going on today. Hopefully I can maybe see something to get something. Excited about the debate tonight, so Yang Gang, all that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here. I just heard about this today with Donald Glover, Andrew Yang. I don't know if Donald Glover's here yet, but I mean, yeah, I'm here to like support because, you see this line, it's huge, and, we found out about it yesterday, and look at all these people, and it's people that are working and, can't come, but yeah, out of, I guess, all of us that don't have a job right now at this time, during the day, yeah, we're all here, and I think it's great having Donald Glover and unofficially Dave Chappelle endorsing Yang. I think it just like really helps legitimize this grassroots campaign that he's real, he's here to stay. I'm hearing more of my friends like who at first were like, I don't know, I like him but he can't win, and then you see these other candidates, they just don't have what he has. He has that real charisma, and like he's got so many great policies. Obviously UBI, American Scorecard, I really like that, making so GDP isn't like how we base our national well-being. Democracy dollars, data as a privacy right, like all that, even like eliminating the penny, like even the small ones. Like he thinks about everything, like the big stuff, the little stuff, and yeah, Yang Gang 2020.
So I'm Caleb Mays. I'm 17. I was introduced to Andrew Yang, watching the debates, really. I don't know, I was originally like Tulsi, and then I thought the $1,000 a month thing was really stupid, and then I just looked up what it was, how he pays for it, what it would do. My friend who's back there printed some business cards, and yeah, we've been converting people. If I have to say something, you socialists who think he's too capitalist, and you capitalists who think he's too socialist, just please look up his policy, please, because it's not either of those, please. And yeah, I'm here for Yang and Childish Gambino, but
they're only letting in at 10 at a time. You might be waiting here for hours.
do I do it?
You know the asking price?
50. It's 50. I can show you my card too. It's 50.
First people in there?
Like one of the first 30. Yeah, that's pretty printed. They might not have your size inside.
It's the same. So my name is Raymond Pasquale. I'm actually a fourth-year pharmacy student. I actually saw Andrew Yang's first video ever on YouTube from the Fung Bros. He was playing basketball. When I first heard about $1,000 a month, I was like, dude, that doesn't make any sense at all. But then I followed him up on the Joe Rogan podcast, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, so one of the things I like him about is that if you do pharmacy right now, one of the things is that people can't afford their medications, and I feel like $1,000 a month could actually help them. I mean, it's not a full plan. I have some problems with his Medicare plan because it does not address the pharmacy benefit managers, but overall, I think Yang is a really good candidate. He has the answers to the most stuff, and he has all the data to back them. And I came from La Pointe to get over here. I saw him in Boston because I study in Boston, Massachusetts. Shout out MCP, so that's why I'm out here, that's the vibe.
I'm Nick, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I live bi-coastal between Pittsburgh and LA. Really excited about Andrew Yang because he's the first candidate that actually sees solutions and isn't focused just on one topic, one talking point. When you hear him talk, and especially in less scripted interviews, he can kind of answer questions on everything. And if you've read his book, he's the only person who is running for president who actually understands these problems at a very, not just a fundamental level, but with a lot of depth. And I think that you need the depth to really be able to provide solutions and not just bereave with everyone else that we have problems, but to actually work towards fixing them.
Got in, got myself a hat, got to see Mr. Glover himself. It was awesome. It was awesome, man. Take care, Yang Gang.